Hey, Lady Poppins. Good morning, Sir Nibbles, and good morning, Lady Vivian. My peeps. My peeps. You're so cute. Why are you so cute? Lady Vivian, use your steps? No. Poppins, you gonna use the steps? No. Okay. All right. Sir Nibbles, I'm sorry. All you want to do is enjoy your bath, and the girls are like doing their own thing. You don't have to get out just because they're not coming in. You can stay. Poppins, you're so cute. Good morning. We're just having a cup of coffee, watching the ducks. Oh my goodness, you're so mean. Where are you going now? Hmm? That was a short morning bath. Where are you off to now? Hmm. They have so much energy when they are when they first wake up. They have so much energy. They're in and out of the pool. They're running the yard. Did you ever see when a bull like flies out of his chute like during bull riding? That's exactly what they look like in the morning when I open the door to their house. Flies out. They're like, we're done. We're ready to explore the yard. Where are you guys going? Give him bread. Bread is actually horrible for any type of bird. It's absolutely horrible. Over time, it will eventually kill them. They usually get a whole bag of sweet peas in the morning, but I don't have any thawed. No, don't kill them. Oh no. Mm-mm. They're definitely the best pet I had. They bring so much joy and laughter. It's ridiculous. You need scratch. Yes, they have duck food up there with dry mealworms and grit in their bowl right there that they're at. And then they are allowed to free roam my yard because it's fenced in, and get bugs and worms and spiders. I fed every duck a bread, like over a long period of time. Like that's all you fed them, because it's really not a good option. So I have two girls and one boy. Sir Nibbles is my boy, and they are actually 10 weeks old on Monday. So in 2 days they'll be 10 weeks old. And from 10 weeks to 16 weeks, he'll be getting his boy feathers. And what that means is he'll be shedding and letting go of his baby feathers and becoming a man duck. And he's a ruin. Look how handsome he is. He's a ruin duck. So they can be one of three colors: green, blue, or purple. Lady Vivian here, her feathers look blue. And then Lady Poppin here, her feathers are green. So I'm hoping he's purple. So I have blue, green, and purple. So I'm really excited to see when he molts in the next few weeks what color he's going to be. Cracked corn, marla, and wheat is not good too. Yeah, corn is not good for them at all. Nah, just every time I went to the park. Yeah, if you just feed them at the park. I would take peas though, because then they'll become your friends. Pets or food. These are my pets. This is the duckling trio. I have raised them since they were 2 days old, because they sell them at 2 days old in the United States, which I think's crazy, but that's what they do. So, and they'll be 10 weeks old on Monday. A mighty mallard. He's a ruin. They're the cousins to the mallards. The ruins cannot fly. The mallards can fly. That's really the only difference. Oh, you're streaming about ducks. Yeah, these are my babies. They bring so much peace in the morning with my cup of coffee. And so I wanted to stream and go live and bring everybody a little piece of peace before they start their day. Used to just feed ours the Purina duck pellets, no crumble. Oh yes, that's what they're on now, the duck pellets, with the dried mealworms and the grit, the duck grit. I want to name my duck Sir Nipples. That's hilarious. Awesome. Yes, please don't eat them. No, they will not be eaten. What's their names? So I have two girls. That's Lady Vivian and Lady Poppins. Lady Poppins has a brain injury, so it looks like she has a feathered hat, but in all reality, her body created this magical cushion to help protect her brain injury. So that's crazy. Lady Poppins is the quirky, hilarious, funny, if she was a human, she'd be a hippie witch. She's so cool. She's in the middle. And then Lady Vivian on the far end there. She is the fearless, loud, bold, no F's given. I'll go first. I'll slay monsters. I don't give a F lady. And then I have Sir Nibbles, who is the kindest, most gentlest little gentleman ever. He loves love. He loves to be held. He loves treats. He takes care of his queens very nicely. He's just so freaking cute. There used to be a wild duck that came around. They were so friendly. Oh, did you feed them peas? Because I know when you feed them peas, they will be your friend for the rest of your life. What part of the States? I'm from the East Coast. I might buy a duck soon. So don't buy just one because they are packed animals. So they thrive in a little family of more than just one. If you get just one, they could come up with a lot of health problems, depression. It's not a healthy dynamic just to have just one. I like the peaches. These. Oh my. These are my Roman, my noodle pajamas. I love them. They're so comfy. Like oyster shells or anything. So they do get grit and mealworms. As of right now, they don't get any oyster shells because they're not old enough to lay eggs. So once they become 6 months old, I'll incorporate either oyster shells or eggshells into their diet so that they get calcium to lay eggs correctly and with a good shell and all that. So I have a little bit to go. They're only 10 weeks old on Monday. So I think I'll get my first egg maybe the beginning of next year. But it being winter, I may not get any until spring. So I'll buy 2. Yes, Jay. I would buy 2 to 4 to start out. I bought 3 because that's all they had left. And the duckling trio just sounds really good. Just what I need in my house, more depression. Yeah, that would not be good. No. Wait, why is corn not good for them? So they can't, just like corn is really not good for us, we can't digest it as humans, they can't digest it either. So it will start building up in their system and then they will get severely impacted. Looks very Pennsylvania-ish to me. Looks like my current weather. She wants to get pet. Yes. Ducks have been so, this last 10 weeks have been so awesome. So they dig people and come in the house? Oh, my ducks do. Like if you raise them from babies, they will imprint on you and they'll come anywhere you're at. Like the little boy, Sir Nibbles, He loves my husband. As soon as my husband comes out in the yard, he runs up to him like, "Hey, what are you doing, boy?" It's the cutest thing. Lady Vivian, however, she is my fearless leader. If you touch her or go near her or try to hold her, she screams bloody murder like you're killing her. She does not want to be touched. She wants to be left alone. And then Lady Poppins loves to be pet and held also. And they'll follow you right in the house. Like they come right in the house with me if I let the side door open. That's nice because my ducks that I might get won't freeze. If you bring them in the house in the winter, you're gonna have a mess because they poop a lot. So you're gonna have to like set up kind of like a farm in your basement if you have a basement with lots of like straw and sawdust, pine, nothing else. That don't use anything else. Um, that's why I moved them outside to a big house, and I'll use straw and pine shavings to make them warm. Can you train them? I've heard through numerous Facebook groups that you can train them. I don't know if I have the time to really spend to train. But like they'll come up and hang out, and if I put a blanket on the ground, they'll come and snuggle in with me on the blanket. Hello, Sir Nibbles. You can't get up here. I have my coffee. You can't be held right now. He pulls on my pant leg to pick him up and hold him, but I can't because I have my coffee. I'm sorry. I'll pick you up and hold you in a bit. He's like, fine. I'll just go look for bugs. Thanks. So you are going to train yours to go to the litter box, Jay. So ducks don't have a sphincter muscle, so they can't hold in their pee or their poop because they don't have a sphincter muscle. So it just gets released whenever. So they can't be litter trained because they can't hold it long enough to go to the litter. They just release it wherever, whenever. Well, it was awesome watching ducks at 6 a.m., but I gotta get back to the real world now. Hope everyone has a good day. Thank you for coming. I try to do a live multiple times a week, just sharing the ducks and what they're doing and having a cup of coffee. So hit the subscribe button and come on back. I would love to have you. So we got some leaves falling already. And so my husband leaf blowed all the leaves down to the corner there. And yesterday, like last evening, they were playing in that pile of leaves. It was so comical, like just like little kids, like toddlers just playing in the pile of leaves and looking for bugs. And it's been such a joy just watching them explore their world. It's crazy. Yes. I've also heard of people keeping them in the bathtub. They're gonna quickly outgrow the bathtub because they grow so quickly. Indeed, I believe they have their own unique soul. Yes, I believe that too. And they have such different personalities. Like, it's crazy. Like I said, Lady Vivian, so fearless, so loud and bold and unapologetic, and just, she does her own thing. Look at her. And Lady Poppins, she is just so comical and so funny and so laid back and sweet and gentle. And Sir Nibbles, he is just the most gentlest gentleman. It's so crazy. What is that thing? Disgusting. My ducks? They're freaking cute and awesome. This is Sir Nibbles. He pulls on my pants and pulls on my body for me to pick him up and hold him. But I can't right now because I'm drinking my coffee. Why do they not have hands? Because they have cute little talons. Hello, Mr. Nibbles. Yes, he is. He nibbles to get your attention so that you'll pick him up and hold him. But I'm having coffee, sir. Unfortunately, I cannot give them snacks through the phone. I wish that was an option. I also wish that you could smell through the phone. So when I'm watching all these people on YouTube doing their candle hauls, I would love to smell them before I buy them offline, but you can't. Hello, Poppins. Look at you. You really want held. They love peas, too. Poppins, what are you doing? Disney gotta get on that, yes. Look at her little hat. It fits her personality, too, because she's so quirky and funny and does the most goofiest shit. That hat literally suits her personality. When I get 50 subs, should I do a live stream of my pet? Absolutely. Absolutely. Who doesn't love a good pet video? Pets just bring such warmth and like joy and happiness. Oh, we're getting a little honking and yeah, we are. So, fun fact about ducks is if you hear them quack, if you hear a duck quack, it is automatically a female because boy ducks, they cannot quack. They don't have the vocal capacity to quack. So when they talk, it sounds like a low whisper or like little gibberish. And some boy ducks can actually form a whistle, but they cannot quack. Only female ducks can quack. I've only seen groups of ducks, and I assume they were all quacking. I don't think that if they're out in the wild, there's definitely not a whole group of girls because we'd just kill each other. So there has to be some boys in there somewhere. In nature, do all females stay in groups? No. We would kill each other. If you put a group of girls in one house for a long period of time, we're killing each other. Have a great morning, Jay. Sword, yes. Girls cannot all be together. We can't. We could spend the weekend together, a week together, great. Any more than that, we're on each other's nerves. We can't stand each other. Like, no. Morning, April. How's the ducklings? Good morning, Barry. Ducks are doing great. They're going to be 10 weeks old on Monday. I can't believe 10 weeks have flown by already, which is insane to me. I was just talking about how we're at the 10-week mark, and from 10 weeks to 16 weeks, Sir Nibbles should be entering puberty and shedding his baby feathers into adult male feathers. And in the wild, the male is always these big, bold, beautiful colors. And I'm so interested to see, hi Nibs, I'm so interested to see what color he's going to turn into. So as a ruined duck, he can be one of three colors. He could be blue, green, or purple. So I'm very excited to see what colors he's going to get. Lady Poppins here, you can see that her feathers are green. Look how green and teal they are, so beautiful. And Lady Vivian has blue feathers. So I'm kind of hoping that he turns purple. So I have blue, green, and purple. But we'll see. I'm very excited. Mr. Nibber is going to get fashionable. Yes. I hope purple. That's my favorite color. I hope purple too. Because the girls are already blue and green. And I love for him to be purple. Kind of like a peacock. Oh, love it. So he should start molting relatively any time now, since he'll be 10 weeks old on Monday. And that transition happens from 10 to 16 weeks. Hello, Poppins. Vivian has a shade of purple, it looks like. Where are you, Vivian? Vivian. Do you think you're blue or purple? I think you're blue. Maybe purple. It looks... Lady Vivian, come over here and show us your colors. She's like, I don't think. How had your week been? So my week has been a little bit long, a little bit stressful. I was off yesterday and I just kind of relaxed, took it easy, which is what I needed, rebooted. And so today when I go to work, I will feel a little bit more relaxed. How was your week? Hello says, hey Mickey, how are you? How are you doing? I'm doing good. Just hanging in there, just having my morning coffee with the ducks. I'd say Vivian has a shade of blue. Yes. I think hers looks more blue. And Lady Poppins is definitely green. She is teal green all the way. Oh my God. What if Sir Nibbles is purple and then he mates with one of the girls and I let her brood and let her hatch. I wonder what color they would be. If they would be a mix of purple and green, or if they would just get the more dominant color. Oh, that's a good question. Definitely a glare of purple. I think that she is bluish purple, Lady Vivian. Like in the sun, at a certain angle, it looks purple, but then straight on, like how I'm looking at her straight on right now, it looks blue. Thanks God I wasn't sure if I was my eyes teal green. Yes. Blue, yes. So I'm very excited to see what he molts out to be. Purple, green, or blue. And then his feathers will be light. He won't be brown anymore. He'll be white or gray. So that's exciting to see if he gets to be white or gray. And then he'll get his color, his peacock color. My week was interesting. I'm a bin man, and we found human remains at work while emptying bins. Bins in the UK stands for trash can. I think yours call it trash cans. Yes, we call it trash cans. And do you put your trash cans out on the curb to be picked up, like out on the street in front of your house? So somebody like just like chopped somebody up and put them on the curb? That is nuts. Wow, that's a very interesting week, and I can't top that. I can't top that at all. Mickey says stress is common across continents. Let me explain what stress is. It's a thing that we can't solve by ourselves. If I get stressed, I would spend time in nature. Yes. So I come out in the morning with my cup of coffee and I spend time with the ducks, breathing in my fresh air and listening to nature. And I have definitely noticed that the mornings I don't do this, my anxiety through the roof, absolutely unmanageable, crazy. My stress level is nuts. I can't focus. I have brain fog. I feel a little bit more sad or depressed. But the days that I come out here, early morning, 6:30, have my cup of coffee, watch my ducks play, listen to the birds, watch my sunrise, those days are more manageable and more like I'm in tune. It's like doing this first thing in the morning is so therapeutic. I don't understand it, but it's like working. A bin would be the larger ones like behind stores. Oh. So like a dumpster. Yes, my job is to pick up trash cans from street. I assume, yes. Them bins too. So you do pick them up on the side of the street. So they just were like, I'm going to kill somebody in my house and put them in the trash can. That is scary and insane. Come to my country and let's eat noodles. I love noodles, if you can't tell. I'm a big pasta girl. I love it. You turning into grandma. So that's a funny comment because I was just journaling the other day that I feel like I'm going through a midlife crisis, and um, that I love just being home, being in bed by 8 o'clock, watching my ducks, filling up my bird feeders, and watching my birds, and I'm turning into a grandma. My midlife crisis is grandma mode. It's peaceful, like knitting, yes, but I don't have the coordination to knit. So, as you're watching them prune themselves, another fun fact is ducks do not like to be dirty. They loathe it. They loathe to be dirty. So, you will see them manicuring their feet and fixing their feathers and pruning themselves and picking out dead or not useful feathers. They love to be clean and pruned and proper. And if you see their necks going way back, they have a gland at the back of their tail that releases an oil. They will get that oil on their head, and then they will distribute that oil all over their feathers, and that's how they become waterproof. It's extremely respectful. Glad to see ducks are doing good. Yes, these ducks are well taken care of, living their best lives. Remember to like the live, guys. Yes, Barry, thank you. The doo-doo oil. Yes. Yeah. Oh, there's a blue jay. Hello there. I just filled up the bird feeder last night. And I have a cardinal and a blue jay and some other little birds over there. I took my dog out in the middle of the night last night, and all her hair was raised, and she was like looking towards the bird feeder, and I was like, what are you doing? So I shined the flashlight in the bird feeder. There was this ginormous raccoon eating out of my bird feeder. And I was like, hey, what are you doing? And he looked at me and said, I'm eating dinner. What are you doing? Oh, yeah. Tail feathers. Shake your tail feathers. You've been trying to get my attention to get picked up, I know. I'm sorry. Hey, Lady Viv. I gave them cucumbers for the first time yesterday. They liked them, but not as much as the peas. I've decided I'm going to watch all the Harry Potters this weekend, stuff my face with junk. I agree with you. There's nothing better than just staying in the house and being at peace. Yes. Fun fact, I've never watched one single Harry Potter movie. How many is in the series? And don't forget a really good drink. I like green tea. Iced green tea, that's the way. That's the way to go. I think there's 9, maybe more. Holy crap. So it's like the Fast and the Furious. There's like 75 of those. Or Jurassic Park. I think there's 10 of those now. If you include part 1 and part 2, though, about 9. Okay. So that is definitely a whole day worth of binge watching. Oh my, bless you. Do you have a feather on your mouth? Yeah, you do. I would recommend watching Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, and The Walking Dead. Are those all on Netflix? I will have to add those to my fall winter binge list. Sir Nibbles, I know you want up. You want to be held. I know. I have my cup of coffee, buddy. I gotta finish drinking. And then I'll pick you up, I promise. He's like, hello, please. I've been very patient. I just want morning snuggles. That's why we called him Sir Nibbles, because since he was little, he would just come up to you and nibble on your ankle, and then you'd pick him up, and then he'd be fine. And so then he started just nibbling on you and pulling on your pant leg until you picked him up. He's so sweet. I don't think so. I'm not sure. Maybe need to buy or find a site that streams them for free. Under the Dome and the the 100 series I enjoyed. Ooh, Under the Dome. What's that about? A town gets trapped in a dome. Ooh. Ooh, that sounds very interesting. What's your favorite movie or series that you've watched? Oh, that's a hard one. Hmm. So anything action packed with like Jason Stamos, very good. Very good. I love that. I'm also I got distracted. There's something rustling in the bushes over there. And so I got distracted. I think it's a groundhog, but I'm not sure. Yeah, Jason films are good. I agree. Yes. Um, I used to love Mel Gibson, and then he kind of did some weird, shady shit, and I'm like, eh, yeah. And then in the fall, I love to watch. I'm a girl, so I love to watch the Hallmark fall love stories. Love that. Groundhog Dog was a what a film. Yeah. Oh, that's I love doing that. I love just getting a blanket, getting a drink, getting snacks, and just sitting and watching a good film. And we have surround sound in our entertainment room, and just turn blasting that up. My husband's like, the neighbors can hear. I'm like, I don't care. I don't. I don't care. I want the surround sound. I want to hear the background noise as clear as day. I need to hear it all. I did watch Braveheart. Yes, Mel Gibson was in that. Braveheart was very good. I liked that movie. But yes, I have to have the sound the whole way on when I watch a movie. I need to hear what Sally is saying in the background about Jack in the saloon. I need to know what the villain is saying across the park. I need to know. You're from Scotland? Oh, that's really pretty over there, I heard. Very green. Green lushness. I took one of those DNA tests a while ago. I vlogged it for my channel. I'm like 4.2% Scottish. So I got some Scottish. Oh, that's the crows. Another fun fact about ducks, when you let them free roam like I do in the yard, they'll actually start befriending other wild animals. One of them being the crow. If you can hear the crow in the background, I want them to be. I want them to be friends with the crows, the wild crows in my neighborhood, because oh my god, he's so close. Because when ducks and crows become best friends, the crows will actually be their eyes in the sky, and they'll actually protect them from hawks and owls and things of that sort. Or they'll alert them, hey, duck down, take cover, there's something in the sky. So I have been like, I've been trying to get the crows to come to my yard. Oh my god, I hear them, he's so close. I want them to be friends so bad. There's plenty of haunted buildings in Scotland I would love to explore one day. Oh my god, I love the paranormal. Listen, I love the paranormal. I would go with you. I would love it. I would vlog it from my channel. Oh my god. Yes. I love it. I love crows. I love crows also. Oh wow, that's interesting. It is very interesting. So I heard if I have another bird feeder on the outside of the yard, and I heard if you put hot dogs out, the crows will come. So I've been putting hot dogs out, but only the local stray cats have been eating them. So, I really want the crows to come to befriend my ducks so that they can protect them and become alliances. Hello. What are you doing? I know, you keep on nibbling on me. I heard that one. It was very close. The ducks are like, what the hell's happening? But now I don't hear him anymore, that crow. I love everything paranormal. I've always been watching live paranormal investigations on TikTok. Are you on TikTok? Yes, I am. There, I can't find a good one on TikTok that I don't feel is like cheesy or like making shit up. So I have a hard time with the paranormal on TikTok. And same way with these like TV shows. Like some of them I feel like are playing on you and not really documenting what's really going on. And I also don't think that a lot of these paranormal investigators that have television shows are very respectful of the paranormal. I think that they make a mockery of them. I think that they entice them too much. I think that you should just go in with an open mind and investigate and just record, and that's it. I don't believe exactly. That's okay. I wouldn't have believed either until about 17 years now. I was in a horrific car accident, really bad, and I got hurt really bad. I was found unconscious at the scene, and I don't remember that car accident at all, except for one thing. And that was the woman that was standing right beside my driver, because I was the driver, standing right beside my window. She was standing on the outside of my window, and it was like very hazy in the background. And she had the most gorgeous green eyes, a green that's so pure and beautiful you can't see here on Earth. And she had this long blonde hair, and she kept talking to me and saying, "It's not your time to go. You're okay. It's not ready yet. You're not ready yet. And just keep hanging on, keep hanging on. You'll be okay. You'll be okay." And so that is the only thing that I remember from that whole car accident. They did end up stabilizing me, getting my heartbeat back, taking me to the hospital. And I remember I wanted to read the police report. So I kept reading the police report. This lady wasn't in it at all. I talked to the cop that was first on scene. I said, "Where's this lady? I need to thank her." He's like, "There was nobody around your vehicle when we showed up." Okay. I asked the paramedics that was on scene. Nobody's seen this woman. The fire department. Asked the chief of the fire department. There's nobody there. Okay. Okay. And then my fire department takes pictures of, like, they record every accident. They take pictures. And I just happened to find the picture of my accident a year or so later. And there's this giant orb right on top of my driver's side door. Beautiful orb. I just got goosebumps. And ever since then, I believe that there's something else. They make so much mockery of it. They do. They absolutely do. So yeah, ever since the car accident, in my experience, there is definitely something unexplained out there. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't believe in religion whatsoever. Absolutely not. I do not believe in any type of religion. But I believe that you can practice whatever feels right in your soul. If it feels good and it makes you feel good and it makes you feel whole, then by all means, that's what your life purpose is supposed to be. I believe in a spiritual realm. Yes. That's what I would classify as myself as, is just spiritual. Is your TikTok name the same as here? No, I think my TikTok name is April, May, June. I wonder if I have it linked on my YouTube. Somewhere. If not, I'm going to have to change that and add it or update it. All right, everyone. I am coming up on my hour mark. That's usually how long I do a live for, is an hour before work. I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend, a great Saturday. I hope something good happens to you. I hope something good happens through you. And I think I may do a live Q&A later on tonight with a fire. I want to have a fire. So if you're interested in that, click the subscribe button so you can come on back. I have to go to work. I really don't want to. It was a pleasure to meet you and your children. Thank you. It was a pleasure meeting you too. Hope everybody has a great day. Bye, guys.